Welcome to Passion Travel. Join us as we explore fascinating destinations, uncover hidden gems, and embark on unforgettable journeys. Subscribe now and ignite your passion for travel. Pastéis de nata Portuguese custard tarts with a flaky crust and creamy filling. Pastéis de nata, you'll need a few key ingredients for both the pastry and the custard filling. Here's a basic list. For the pastry. Puff pastry, you can use store-bought or make your own. You'll need enough to line your tart tins or molds. For the custard filling. Milk, 1 cup, 240 milliliters. Heavy cream, 1 cup, 240 milliliters. Sugar, 1 cup, 200 g. Egg yolks, 6. Cornstarch, 2 tablespoons, 16 g. Vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon, 5 milliliters. Cinnamon stick, 1, optional, for flavoring the milk. Lemon peel, a small strip, optional, for flavoring the milk. Optional for garnish. Powdered sugar, for dusting. Ground cinnamon, for sprinkling. Instructions overview. Prepare the pastry, roll out the puff pastry, and cut it into circles to fit your tart tins. Press the pastry into the tins, making sure to get the edges lined well. Make the custard, heat the milk and cream together with the cinnamon stick and lemon peel if using. In a bowl, whisk the egg yolks, sugar, and cornstarch until smooth. Gradually add the warm milk mixture to this bowl, whisking constantly to avoid curdling. Return the mixture to the stove and cook until it thickens. Fill the pastries, pour the custard into the prepared pastry shells. Bake at a high temperature, around 475 degrees Fahrenheit or 245 degrees Celsius, until the tops are caramelized and the pastries are golden brown. Serve, let them cool slightly before serving, and dust with powdered sugar and ground cinnamon if desired. Linguiça Portuguese sausage, often grilled or used as a filling in sandwiches. Linguiça is a type of Portuguese sausage that's widely enjoyed in Portugal and other parts of the world with Portuguese communities. It's known for its smoky, spicy flavor and is often made from pork, though variations with beef or other meats can also be found. Here's a bit more about it. Ingredients. Pork, usually a mix of pork shoulder and pork fat. Garlic, minced or crushed for flavor. Paprika, adds color and a bit of smokiness. Red pepper flakes, for heat. Coriander, ground or seeds, for a subtle spice. Vinegar, adds tanginess and helps with preservation. Salt, for seasoning and preservation. Black pepper, freshly ground for seasoning. Preparation. Mixing, the meat is ground and mixed with the spices, garlic, and vinegar. Stuffing, the mixture is then stuffed into casings, usually natural hog casings. Curing, it's left to cure for a period, often smoked, to develop its characteristic flavor. Cooking methods. Linguiça can be cooked in various ways. Grilled, a popular method, especially for barbecues. Sautéed, often added to dishes like stews or rice dishes. Baked, sometimes used in casseroles or baked dishes. Bolachas de amendoim peanut cookies that provide a sweet and nutty flavor. Bolachas de amendoim or peanut butter cookies are a delightful treat that combines the rich, nutty flavor of peanut butter with the sweetness of cookies. These cookies are popular in Portuguese-speaking countries and are loved for their simplicity and deliciousness. Here's a basic recipe to make them. Ingredients. Peanut butter, 1 cup, smooth or crunchy, as preferred. Granulated sugar, 1 cup. Eggs, 1 large. Vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon, optional. Baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon. Salt, 1/4 teaspoon. Instructions. Preheat oven, set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Mix ingredients. In a large bowl, combine the peanut butter and sugar until smooth. Beat in the egg and vanilla extract, if using, until well combined. In a small bowl, whisk together the baking soda and salt, then add this to the peanut butter mixture. Stir until everything is well incorporated. Shape cookies, scoop tablespoons of dough and roll them into balls. Place them on the prepared baking sheet, spacing them about 2 inches apart. Flatten each ball slightly with a fork, creating a crisscross pattern on top. Bake for about 10 to 12 minutes, or until the edges are golden brown. The centers may look slightly soft, but will firm up as they cool. Let the cookies cool on the baking sheet for a few minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. Crepes, both sweet and savory varieties, filled with ingredients like chocolate, fruit, or cheese. Crepes are incredibly versatile and delicious thin pancakes that originated in France. They can be served sweet or savory, depending on your preference. Here's a basic recipe for making crepes. Ingredients. For the crepes: all-purpose flour, 1 cup, 120 g. Milk, 1 cup, 240 milliliters. Eggs, 2 large. Butter, 2 tablespoons, 30 g, melted. Sugar, 1 tablespoon, optional, for sweet crepes. Salt, 1/4 teaspoon. For cooking: butter or oil, for greasing the pan. Instructions. Prepare the batter. In a mixing bowl, whisk together the flour, sugar, if using, and salt. In another bowl, beat the eggs and then add the milk and melted butter. Gradually add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, whisking until smooth. You can use a blender for a very smooth batter. Rest the batter. Let the batter rest for about 30 minutes at room temperature. This helps the flour absorb the liquid and gives you a better texture. Heat the pan. Heat a non-stick skillet or crepe pan over medium heat. Lightly grease the pan with butter or oil. You can use a paper towel to spread a thin layer. Cook the crepes. Pour a small amount of batter, about 1/4 cup, into the center of the hot pan. Immediately tilt and swirl the pan to spread the batter evenly into a thin layer. Cook for about 1 to 2 minutes, or until the edges start to lift and the bottom is golden brown. Flip the crepe using a spatula and cook for another 30 seconds to 1 minute, until the other side is golden brown. Serve. Transfer the crepe to a plate and keep warm. Repeat with the remaining batter, adding more butter or oil to the pan as needed. Arroz de marisco, a seafood rice dish, full of shrimp, clams, and other shellfish. Arroz de marisco, or Portuguese seafood rice, is a rich and flavorful dish that combines a variety of seafood with rice in a savory, tomato-based sauce. Here's a list of common ingredients to prepare this delicious dish. Ingredients. For the seafood: seafood mix typically includes a combination of clams, mussels, shrimp, squid, and sometimes crab or lobster. About 1 to 1.5 kilograms or 2 to 3 pounds total, depending on your preference and availability. Clams, 250 to 500 g, optional if not using a seafood mix. Mussels, 250 to 500 g, optional if not using a seafood mix. Shrimp, 200 to 300 g, peeled and deveined. Squid, 200 to 300 g, cleaned and cut into rings. For the rice: short grain or medium grain rice, 1 to 1.5 cups, 200 to 300 g. Tomatoes, 2 to 3 medium, peeled and chopped, or 1 can, 400 g, of diced tomatoes. Onion, 1 large, finely chopped. Garlic, 2 to 3 cloves, minced. Bell pepper, 1, chopped, red or green. White wine, half a cup, 120 milliliters. Fish stock or water, 2 to 3 cups, 480 to 720 milliliters. Olive oil, 2 to 3 tablespoons. Paprika, 1 teaspoon. Saffron or turmeric, a pinch, for color and flavor, optional. Bay leaves, 1 to 2. Fresh parsley, a handful, chopped, for garnish. Salt and pepper, to taste. Optional ingredients. Chorizo, 100 to 150 g, sliced, for additional flavor. Piri piri or hot sauce, to taste if you like a bit of heat. lemon wedges for serving. Instructions overview. Prepare the seafood, clean and rinse the seafood. Scrub the clams and mussels under cold water to remove any grit. If using fresh shrimp, peel and devein them. Cook the base. In a large pot or deep skillet, heat the olive oil over medium heat. Add the chopped onion and bell pepper, and cook until softened. Stir in the garlic and cook for another minute. Add tomatoes and flavorings. Add the chopped tomatoes or canned tomatoes, paprika, saffron or turmeric if using, and bay leaves. Cook for about 5 to 10 minutes until the tomatoes break down and form a sauce. Add wine and rice. Pour in the white wine and let it reduce slightly. Stir in the rice and cook for a couple of minutes to toast it slightly. Add stock and simmer. Pour in the fish stock or water, and bring the mixture to a boil. Reduce the heat and let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until the rice is partially cooked. Add seafood. Add the seafood, clams, mussels, shrimp, squid, and chorizo if using. Cover and cook for another 10 to 15 minutes, or until the seafood is cooked through and the rice is tender. Stir occasionally and add more stock or water if needed. Season and garnish. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Garnish with fresh parsley and lemon wedges if desired. Serve hot, straight from the pot, with additional lemon wedges and a sprinkle of fresh parsley. Arroz ao bulho pato, clams cooked with garlic, coriander, and white wine. Arroz ao bulho pato is a classic Portuguese dish featuring clams in a delicious garlic and cilantro sauce. It's named after a 19th century Portuguese poet, Bulho Pato, and is a popular choice for a flavorful and aromatic seafood appetizer or main course. Here's a simple recipe to prepare this delightful dish. Ingredients: clams, 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds, cleaned and scrubbed. Olive oil, 3 to 4 tablespoons. Garlic, 4 to 5 cloves, thinly sliced. Fresh cilantro, a large handful, chopped, or parsley if preferred. White wine, half a cup, 120 milliliters. Lemon juice, from 1 lemon. Salt, to taste. Black pepper, to taste. Red pepper flakes, a pinch, optional, for a bit of heat. Bay leaves, 1 to 2, optional. Butter, 1 to 2 tablespoons, optional, for extra richness. Instructions. Prepare the clams. Place the clams in a bowl of cold water with a bit of salt and let them soak for about 30 minutes to an hour. This helps to purge any sand or grit. Rinse the clams under cold running water and set aside. Cook the garlic. In a large skillet or shallow pan, heat the olive oil over medium heat. Add the sliced garlic and cook gently until fragrant and golden brown, but be careful not to burn it. Add wine and seasonings. Pour in the white wine and add a bay leaf if using. Let it simmer for a couple of minutes to reduce slightly. Add a pinch of red pepper flakes if you like a bit of heat. Cook the clams. Add the clams to the pan, cover, and cook for about 5 to 7 minutes, or until the clams open up. Discard any clams that do not open. Finish the dish. Once the clams are cooked, stir in the chopped cilantro, or parsley, and lemon juice. Adjust the seasoning with salt and pepper, to taste. If using, add a bit of butter for extra richness, and stir until melted and incorporated. Serve. Serve the clams hot, with plenty of the garlic and cilantro sauce. They are great enjoyed with crusty bread for dipping into the flavorful broth. Tosca-style petiscos, small tapas-style dishes, which might include olives, cheeses, and cured meats. Tosca-style petiscos are indeed small, tapas-style dishes that are perfect for sharing. These dishes capture the essence of Portuguese casual dining and are often served in informal settings like toscas, Portuguese taverns. Here are some classic petiscos that might include olives, cheeses, and cured meats. 1. Azeitonas temperadas, marinated olives. Ingredients: 300 g, 10 ounces, mixed olives, green and black. 2 to 3 cloves garlic, sliced. 1 tablespoon dried oregano. 1 tablespoon dried thyme. A quarter cup, 60 milliliters, olive oil. 1 teaspoon red pepper flakes, optional. Lemon zest, optional. Instructions. In a bowl, mix the olives with garlic, oregano, thyme, and red pepper flakes. Drizzle with olive oil and toss to coat. Let marinate for at least 1 hour before serving. Garnish with lemon zest if desired. Queijo de Serra, Portuguese Serra cheese. Ingredients. Serra cheese or any semi-soft Portuguese cheese like Azeito or São Jorge. Fresh bread or crackers for serving. Instructions. Simply slice or serve the cheese at room temperature. Pair with fresh bread or crackers. Presunto e churrasco, cured ham and chorizo. Ingredients. Thinly sliced cured ham, presunto. Thinly sliced chorizo, Portuguese sausage. Fresh bread or crusty rolls for serving. Instructions. Arrange slices of cured ham and chorizo on a platter. Serve with fresh bread or rolls. Pimentos de Padrón, Padrón peppers. Ingredients. 200 to 300 g, 7 to 10 ounces, Padrón peppers or small green peppers. Olive oil. Coarse sea salt. Instructions. Heat olive oil in a skillet over medium-high heat. Add the peppers and cook, turning occasionally until they are blistered and slightly charred. Remove from heat and sprinkle with coarse sea salt. Tabua de queijos y enchidos, cheese and cured meats board. Ingredients. A selection of Portuguese cheeses, e.g., São Jorge, Azeito. A selection of cured meats, e.g., presunto, chorizo, salami. Fresh bread or crackers. Pickles and olives. Instructions. Arrange the cheeses and cured meats on a large platter. Include fresh bread, crackers, pickles, and olives. Serve with a variety of accompaniments.